flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Wilson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Good start to this one for them. Their first offensive snap picks up 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 3rd and short. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get it only the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You love a huddle. Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to it. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Offense to the line, second down. Now looking to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this third down. Third and long for him here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop over the 46-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They've got first down here from the 36. Hand off to the back. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And they get to him again! And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Wilson with a return here. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Got it. Ready?
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Let's go now. Cowboys.
Well, they're going to throw out of the gun. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ready up.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready, go.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They're going to try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On first down, here comes Brooks. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Lions out in front. More from MetLife coming right up. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they have got to look towards that end zone.
60 Eagles. 6.
Takes the second down snap. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Set. Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Here he is on third and short. Looking right, and he finds it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Getting him on the dive. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jets take a second quarter lead. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on the stat sheet, but sometimes that help finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense, and in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down pass play coming. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Hawk 70.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They go to him again. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take a second quarter lead. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth or on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Finds him on the crossing route. Has a hole left, room to run. To the 10. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead on the So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Cut out left. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
This is Gibbs on second down. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go, Shaq.
In the air here. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get some late points and the lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
17. Jets 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. He's sucked after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Throwing now out of the shotgun. This one's complete. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
60 by 6, 60 by...
He's dropping back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. 60, go.
Pass play coming here. Completed over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
First and 10 at the 49.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. He put everything he's got behind it. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He has it at the 13. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
70 Lions. Bravo 80.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's back to throw. Taking a deep shot here. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They kick the running back in motion.
Ready?
Starting this drive with a design run. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's hit him sent out of bounds, so this ends as a gain of close to 7, 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Setting up to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Here we go, set. Liking 18.
On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. No, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
79 Bronco. Take. 18 Cardinal.
Here's a throw. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kid, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I can just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ready up.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Looking to throw. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They go play action on 1st down. Rolling out to his left. He's running with it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st down, they'll run. He finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. 70 Lions.
They'll throw it. Jump off caught by his back. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go.
Now shotgun hands off to Brooks. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
The drive begins with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. That's completed out to the right. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Look to throw. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Gibbs now from the gun. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. He just get the play off. Complete out to the right side. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq, let's go.
Throwing now off the play action. He brings it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Jets 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck on the look to his back. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
For big yards on the right side. It's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
19 Tiger. Bronco 80.
Pass play now. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
60 by 6, 60 by 6, down!
Here is Brooks. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
60 each, go!
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set!
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
Their own 36-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Airing it out to start this drive. Now Henry, and it's out. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. And that right there is why they coach you to never give up on a play, Brock. Recover the fumble, and he's able to get him the 1st down, too. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. We've got a screen to the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw this one. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Ready?
He'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 6-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
The Lions' 23-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets down by 7. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready? Go.
He's going to throw it. And that one's complete over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
15-yard line.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Now a give running right. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12. Here he is to throw. He completes it in traffic. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this fourth down.
70 Lions. Last name 19.
Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Setting up to pass. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth.
24-24. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
line, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Half the system.
He'll look to throw it. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Back to throw. This to win the game. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. Alas, we are headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
From the
set to
jaws
kick
of
off.
defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
A give left side for Gibbs. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Offense looking at 3rd and 8 here. This is a tough one to continue this opening drive of OT. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
That felt like the game right there, Kate. What a risk they took. He misses, and all the other side needs is a big play, and they're in field goal range. But he doesn't miss. He steps up, and he drives it through. And now they're a stop away from the win.
Wilson with a return here. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
79.
Now it's his turn in overtime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Tag. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw now. Finds the in route, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Big moment here in overtime. 4th down and the offense is out there. Trying to push this past the marker. And I think they got him just in time. Yep, they held him short of the marker to narrowly force his turnover on downs. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from New York.